Nó học rất nghĩ. Okay. All right. Let's do Bodhisattva Sutra. Then the Bodhisattva says to the worthy mother, retribution that results from offenses done in Jambudvipa are described like this. Beings who are not filial to their parents, even to the extent of harming or killing them, will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Then a strong Bodhisattva said to the worthy mother, retributions that result from offenses done in taboo vipa are described like these. Beings who are not filial to their parents, even to the extent of harming or killing them, will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Then the Bodhisattva says to the worthy mother, retributions that result from offenses done in Jambudvipa are described like these. Beings who are not filial to their parents, even to the extent of harming or killing them, will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Then a star Bodhisattva said to the worthy mother, retributions that result from offenses done in Jambudvipa are described like this. Beings who are not filial to their parents, even to the extent of harming or killing them, will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Then the Bodhisattva says to the worthy mother, retribution that results from offense done in Jambudvipa are described like this. Beings who are not filial to their parents, even to the extent of harming or killing them, will fall into the relentless hells, or worse, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Then a star Bodhisattva said to the worthy mother, retributions that result from offenses done in taboo fever are described like this. Beings who are not filial to their parents, even to the extent of harming or killing them, will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Then the Bodhisattva says to the worthy mother, retribution that result from offense done in Jambudvipa are described as that. Beings who are not filial to their parents, even to the extent of harming or killing them, will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Then a star Bodhisattva said to the worthy mother, retributions that result from offenses done in Jambudvipa are described like this. Beings who are not filial to their parents, even to the extent of harming or killing them, will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Okay. Being who says the Buddha's blood surrender the triple jewel and do not venerate sutras will fall into relentless hell, but for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who sit in the Buddha's blood, slander the triple jewel, and do not venerate sutras will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who possess the Buddha's blues slander the triple jewel and do not venerate sutras will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who shit the Buddha's blood slander the triple jewel and do not venerate do not venerate sutras will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Being who says the Buddha's bruised slander the triple jewel and do not venerate sutras will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who beings who shed the Buddha's blood slander the triple jewel and do not venerate sutras will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Being who says the Buddha's blood slander the triple jewel and do not venerate sutras will fall into the relentless hell, or where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who shed the Buddha's blood slander in the triple jewel and do not venerate sutras will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Yes. Being who accept or damage the cái chữ này đọc ra anh quên mất rồi là damage accept or damage the property of the internally dwelling, who define vicious or viciousness, who commits sexual acts within the Sangharama, or who kill or harm beings that will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who usurped or damaged the property of internally dwelling, who defile vicious or vicious, who commit sexual acts within Saharama, or who kill or harm beings that will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Being who accept or damage the property of the eternally dwelling, who defile vicious or viciousness, who commit sexual act within the Samarama, or who kill or harm beings, they will fall into the relentless hell, where for for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who usurped or damage the property of the internally dwelling, who defile the bushes or bushes, who commit sexual acts within the Saharama, or who kill or harm beings, they will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Being who usurp or they damage the property of the eternally dwelling, who defile because or becauseness, who commits sexual act within the Sahabrahma, or who skill or harm beings, they will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who usurped or damaged the property of internal dwelling, who defile Buddhists or Buddhists, who commit sexual acts within Saharama, or who kill or harm beings, they will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Being a sub or damage the property of the eternally dwelling, who defile because or becauseness, who commits sexual act within the Sarama, or who kill or harm beings, they will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who usurped or damaged the property of the internally dwelling, who defile vicious or viciousness, who commit sexual acts within the Saharama, who kill or harm beings, that will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Daniel's Bodhisattva says to the worthy mother, retributions that result from offenses done Samudvipa are described as these: beings who are not filial to their parents, even to the extent of harming or killing them, will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Then a strong Bodhisattva says to the worthy mother, retribution that results from offenses done in Jabudvipa were described like this: beings who are not filial to their parents, even to the extent of harming or killing them, will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Being who said the Buddha's bruised, slander the spiritual, and do not venerate sutras, will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of eons they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who shed the Buddha's blood, slander the triple jewel, and do not venerate sutras will fall into the relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Yes, beings who usurp or damage the property of the eternally dwelling, who defile vicious or viciousness or commits sexual act within the Shaharama, or who kill or harm beings, they will fall into the relentless hell where for billions of beyond they will seek escape in vain.
Beings who usurped or damaged the property of internally traveled, who defile bushes or viciousness, who commit sexual acts within the Shaharama, who kill or harm beings, that will fall into relentless hell, where for billions of years they will seek escape in vain.
Yes, okay, hôm nay mình học hai đoạn này nhé. Mai mình là mai 10 giờ 10 giờ diễn bài đúng không? Ok.